right, welcome back to part two. A little sampler. What we decided was we are going to each do one track. So I'm gonna pick like the longest track of the ones that I've got to make it worth everybody's while. So
That's nice.
we were talking about Void Dweller. I'm not gonna play those because those are a little shorter. I'm gonna play one by Lords of the Trident and get my my full 5 minutes in. But it's your time to go. Your time to shine, Sam.
All right. Short and sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, I was mentioning that that I don't know that they was this a video by the band? Do you know off the top of your head?
I'm not sure.
But it definitely had, I feel like, this sort of like autumn to winter sort of vibe. The video itself, I think that there wasn't. I'd have to listen to it again, but I didn't notice an obvious like transition in the music when they switched from the like red with kind of a almost like pastel yellow background. But that to me had like a very fall vibe. And then there was like the dark with the blues, and that was kind of like a night, wintry, snowy sort of feel. But I mean, the name of the song is Atoms. So I guess those are like maybe supposed to be like electrons or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but it was. I think the thing about it was the video was very simple, so it like gives your mind a chance to like sort of like fill in the gaps with the meaning a little bit. So, anything else to say about that before I play us out?
I guess it added to my accidental theme of the day of electronic.
Yeah. All right. So This particular track, I don't think this is the best version of this track out there. I think that there's a band, Theocracy, that doesn't do, they're not a CC band. They have an absolutely amazing version of this song that almost really has like movements within it, you know, like their you know, mastery of the metal genre. It sort of like moves. It's like very slow, and then it gets kind of like thrashy, but then it also has some like heavier, like almost doom elements. Whereas Lords of the Trident, I think you could place them in the power metal genre for sure. I mean, Ty, the lead singer, he has a power. He hosts a power metal festival in Madison, Wisconsin called Mad with Power. So I think you could put them there. But I do think this is a good version. It's just a little more straightforward and a little more Lords of the Trident style. But it's and Ty's a great singer, so he nails that. But this is "O Come, Emmanuel" by Lords of the Trident.
O come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel that mourns in lonely exile here until the Son of God appear. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, who is right.
I just saw your chat. Yeah, it's you miss something if you don't watch the video. What can I say?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's interestingly enough, I haven't listened to the because I think that there's a little bit of intro on the this version, but both versions come in. Oh no, I take that back. This version is actually 10 seconds less than the Theocracy version. But Lords of the Trident has a version of Angels We Have Heard on High. It comes in at just under 6 minutes, which the Theocracy version does too. I think that's one of the things that is sort of the feeling of the track that the Theocracy version builds a little more. Like it starts off slower, and then I mean it's just a part of the song really, but you hear it in the Lords of the Trident that there is, I don't know, a couple minutes in or whatever, it kicks into kind of a heavier gear a little bit. But the Theocracy version does a really good job of like stretching out that intro, and it's incredibly like still and calm at the beginning, and so the dynamic and tempo range is just really stretched out in that song, which I really like. But like I said, I think that the Lords of the Trident version is obviously good. I wouldn't be playing it. But, maybe that's. I know that like Ty has talked about how like he listens to his like earlier stuff and he just like hates it. Like I told him once, I was like, if you really just hate that album, you could just take it off of Bandcamp. And then he's like, yeah, every once in a while people are like, yeah, I really love your early stuff. And so he's like, that's why.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. So I guess my sort of like reason for maybe Ty will listen to this, and sort of my thought about mentioning the Theocracy version is maybe it's something they would want to redo, and they could think about that transition a little bit more to bring out the mood of the. It's just moodier. I think that's the Theocracy version is like very moody. I think that's what it boils down to. So, but yeah, the Lords of the Trident, they have a whole Christmas album actually, and some of those tracks aren't on YouTube. But Angels We Have Heard on High is one of those that's on YouTube. But next week I'm going to transition mostly to like Boxing Day and like winter themed music. So I really only have like one Boxing Day song, but I'm going to try to take this theme as long as I can. So I guess I'll just hold on to all the other Christmas tracks from next year. So that's not in there. But yeah, so next week is the 26th. So maybe people will be done with all of their shopping and such, and they'll be able to make it for the noon version. You got anything else to let the people know before I stop the recording here?
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I think we might possibly be still under Hanukkah. I'm not sure. Last week was Hanukkah, so I'm not sure when that started and ended. But I know last Saturday was Hanukkah, and I did play one Hanukkah track, and I had some more to play. But did you listen to last week's recording?
I listened to a few minutes of it.
Okay, yeah. So Donnie was very excited about being on. So we didn't play a whole lot of music. We just talked most of the time. So, but if anybody is not familiar with Donnie Ozone, you can listen to last week. And he actually was he showed up for the morning crowd. So I don't think that Potsy has uploaded that yet, but once that gets up, people can check that out too. So Yeah, everybody have a Merry Christmas, and like I said, we'll be back for Boxing Day next week. I don't know when Kwanzaa is, but happy Kwanzaa, all the holidays, happy holidays. And then I guess next week would be the week to play Old Lang Syne, because I think the second we'll miss it. So maybe I'll find a version of that to play next week now that I've thought it and said it out loud. So anyway, I hope to see you next week, Sam, and hope to see everybody else next week too. All right, bye.
All right.